The context starts in chapter 5 with Paul talking about the man who was living in open fornication with his father's wife. He says to purge out the old leaven. The Feast of Unleavened Bread was celebrated for a week along with the Passover. On the first day, every Israelite was commanded to get all the leaven out of his house. This is the leaven of the sin nature with its malice and wickedness that the believer was delivered from upon walking through the door of Christ, whose blood was on the posts. Exodus 12 states that not only must all the leaven be out of the house by the first day, which is the type of born again, but it must be kept out for the whole 7 days of the feast, which typifies our entire lives. 1 Corinthians 5:8 says, "Let us keep the feast," present tense. Any Jew who did not keep the feast for the whole 7 days was cut off from his people. In other words, he did not inherit. Any Christ-proclaiming person who goes back to a lifestyle listed in these verses will not inherit the kingdom. They will be cut off eternally from God's people. What he misses about this verse is that if a born-again Christian goes back to living habitually in fornication, he is one of those children of disobedience that the wrath of God comes upon. He is the one who does not believe God set him free from sin because he went back to living in it habitually. The Christian man who decides to live habitually in fornication or any other habitual sin, most of which are listed in Galatians 5, but keeps Jesus on his lips, has traded the real Jesus for a fake one. The lie is not that he says Jesus is not Lord, but rather the lie is that he is saying Jesus is Lord while not walking like that is true. This man no longer believes and has become a child of disobedience, just like the world, and the wrath of God comes on him, just like John 3:36, where the unbeliever has the wrath of God abiding on him. To say Ephesians 5:6 is not talking about the Christian is to say the speed limit sign you just passed on the road is not meant for you.